Best relationship advice you can get, you guys came to the right person for the answers. Now there's 4 tips for having a healthy relationship. The first one being, don't get in a relationship. I say don't get in a relationship because if you are still hurt, self-conscious, depressed, insecure, not over your last relationship, then you shouldn't get in another relationship. Because you're gonna carry that stuff over into your next relationship, and that next relationship will be over quicker than the last one you were in. Also, too, what happens when you get in a relationship with someone, when you feel that way, and also, too, what even makes it even worse is if you get in a relationship with someone who's also going through the same thing, you guys will just latch onto each other, feeling that you guys have some good connection, but really it's because you're both depressed and hurt from your previous situation. You're still insecure, self-conscious about what happened, that you find the smallest things in that person and then you latch onto each other, and now you think you're in love, but you're falling in love for the wrong reasons. And then you guys may be together for 6 months, a year, 2 years, but eventually it wears off because the truth eventually comes out about what you guys are actually looking for in your relationship, realizing that's not it. And that leads to failure too. And that's the biggest disaster. And I've seen it happen plenty of times with people in relationships, that they get together pretty much based off of that they are both in similar situations of being heartbroken from previous relationships. So don't get in a relationship if you're still not healed, if you haven't worked on yourself, if you're not in the right state mentally from a previous relationship, you're still having the insecurities, the self-consciousness. So please don't get in a relationship. So this is the first step. All this is going to be a step-by-step sequence of what leads to a healthy relationship. The second one being always communicate and be honest. And this starts right on the first date when you go out with someone. You be upfront and you be honest. And I'll give you guys an example. So me and my girlfriend we've been together for a while. On our first date, I literally rattled off to her about 15 minutes straight, just telling her about me. And I was upfront and honest about everything, about me, how I am as a person, and she did the same thing. And since then, we've always communicated, always have been honest with each other, and we have a really strong, healthy relationship. You need to do that right off the first date because it continues down when you keep that communication, you keep that honesty, because those are the foundations for a healthy relationship. And that healthy relationship, having communication and honesty, then it leads to trust. That trust then leads to security. That security helps you fall in love with the person. Not just the security, but all those steps previously lead to falling in love and potentially getting married. So that's why you need to have communication and honesty right up front in your relationship, and make sure you continue that going forward. That's how you maintain a healthy relationship with someone. The third thing that you need to do is treat the person like how you want to be treated. Do everything for that person that you would want them to do for you. Pay for dinner, make them dinner. When you guys, go out to places, rotate on who pays for what, because that's what you would want that person to do. Your partner's not feeling good, go check on them, go to the store, get them medication, take it to them, even little things like that. Just telling someone you love them and you care about them and you appreciate them, yes, it means something. But if you guys know the phrase, actions speak louder than words. So all the stuff you do for someone is showing them you care and love them. Use actions to show that you love and care about the person. Treat them and do the things for them that you would want them to do for you. And that's how relationships work. It's 50-50. Even other things you can do is, if you guys don't even live together as a couple, go to their house as much as they come to your house. Sleep over their place as much as they come and stay at your place. A relationship is 50-50. Whatever you do for them, it should be reciprocated back. The last thing is, and I talk about this in a future video when I talk about marriage, avoid social media as much as possible. And especially Snapchat. If you're in a healthy, serious relationship, you don't need to have Snapchat. I'm sorry, you don't. You can text someone, you don't need to have Snapchat. Now, I have Snapchat. I'm in a relationship. But I have Snapchat for a reason. I've already explained this to my girlfriend, and I told her I have it because my son has Snapchat. So I need to keep tabs on him. I just have it as a parent. So that's what I use it for. Other than that, I don't use it all. I never post on Snapchat. I don't use it at all, other than I'm trying to keep tabs on my kid. And avoid other social media as much as possible. Like, for example, the big thing is, why do you need to post selfies? Okay, I'm not just talking to females, even guys too, because how that comes off as your partner, and especially today, because we live in a society where depression, anxiety, insecurities are at its all-time high. A lot of relationships end because of social media, but it's not just that, it's also assumption and speculation. A lot of assumptions and speculations are made. So when a guy sees his girl, for example, posting a selfie on Instagram, Snapchat, or whatever, they assume it's because they're seeking attention. To be honest, in my opinion, I think that's what it is. That it's an attention-seeking thing that they're doing. And it's, like I said, it's not just girls, when guys do it too. I don't agree with it if you're in a relationship. Use social media for strictly important events. Hey, surprise birthday party, sending invites to family members. Hey, announcing a pregnancy. Hey, our wedding this day. Use it for important occasions. That's what I like about my girlfriend. She don't ever post stories or anything on social media. I post stupid stuff. Wrestling, comedy clips. But I also do stand-up comedy on the side. I do put out content. I have to advertise that, so I do post stories about that on my social media. But I don't post selfies for myself. I don't do anything like that. So having a healthy relationship, you need to avoid excessively using social media. And especially if you guys are spending time together, if you are both on the same work schedule, and if you guys live together, you come home, but your partner's spending 1 hour to 2 hours of their time scrolling through Instagram, scrolling through Facebook, on Twitter, that makes it seem like you are paying more attention to social media. That is more important than spending time with your partner. And that's how your partner will view it if you're having that type of behavior. And I don't blame them, and I feel like they are right when they do that, because I would feel the same way. Or even if you don't live together, that's even worse. If you don't live together and you both are on the same schedule, or even if you work opposite schedules and you only have certain times to be with each other, but they're with you and they're spending time choosing to scroll on Instagram or Facebook or Snapchat while they're with you, it shows that that is something that might be more important than having your attention. So this is why I say avoid social media. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll catch you guys on the next one.